Very nice. Yeah, I saw Cambridge on your Facebook page. Actually, I wondered you were back. You were over here in, was it a couple of years ago
Yeah,
now? Or
yeah, I was. I'm a cancer survivor, and
oh
I
wow,
when I was kind of
congratulations.
done with all the crazy stuff, I I went over and oh, I can hear myself now.
Yeah, that was my fault. Apologies for
Okay,
that.
fine,
We've actually
fine.
just gone live, so
Okay.
if everybody can put their microphones on mute, me and Rich will have a little chat, and then we'll come to you guys. All right, thanks. Hi, Pete Shevlin here. You may well have heard our two guests right there just a couple of seconds ago. We've got Josiah Rodda. He's in the house. He is from Alabama and he'll be joining us playing his unique country sound. And Corrie Lynn will be playing her banjo. Can't wait for that. And Richard Latto, how are you, mate?
Hey, yeah, I'm very good, thanks, Pete. Another week just completely flown by. I can't believe it, though. Look at this. It is still so dark outside, so
Yeah.
grim. It's when is it going to lighten up at this time of the night? I can remember when we were doing this back in the summer, and it felt like it was still sunny when we finished by 9:30, 10. But it's still so grim at the moment. Isn't it? It's been so
It was
cold this week.
sweltering in the summer as well. I remember having the fan here and everything else, and it's just feels like we're doing it full circle. We've been doing it ever since the coronavirus kind of kicked off, and it's been really fantastic, and it's really kept my kind of Friday night alive. I see you've got a glass of wine there.
I've got a small glass of wine. And I bought these here. I bought these for the children. We should be sponsored by Pringles or something. We
Oh
should try and get
yeah,
some free ones of these. I bought them for the children, and I'm unashamed to say that I've probably eaten half of the pallet already. That's the beauty of the wholesalers.
that was just a small pallet, I think, or
Yeah,
or
yeah, of
was it?
course it was. Like that's a small glass of wine.
And how's your week been? What have you been up to? How's the homeschooling going? I expect Sabina's been busy with all of that.
Yeah, I'd say it's going very badly. No, it's going very well. She's doing very well. My wife's a teacher, and so when it comes to homeschooling, she's really on top of it. But it is still incredibly stressful trying to do it, trying to juggle that whilst trying to work and do things at home, trying to do Zoom calls where your children are appearing and shouting, "Daddy, I need to go to the toilet" in the background. It is tough, isn't it? I mean, you must get that as well, Pete. You work in audio, trying to record stuff, trying to have high-powered, influential meetings whilst you can hear a child in the background. It doesn't quite cut it, does it?
I know. Well, I've been the worst parent ever. Pokemon Go has been the go-to thing, and I've just been giving Monty the
Yeah.
Pokemon Go, and he's happy. So I can get a little bit of work done while he's playing Pokemon.
It's funny. You notice some things with your children where, like computer games, where you've been playing the same game, the Lego games, the games you get on the PlayStation. I used to be so good at them, but I now watch my 5-year-old and 7-year-old play them, and they've overtaken my skill set on these computer games. And I just sit there thinking, please don't ask me how to complete this level because I don't think I could do it, let alone remember how to do it. It's the equivalent of when they say, you're playing football with your children in the garden, and then there's suddenly one week where they turn around and you realise they've been letting you win because they feel sorry for you because you're not good enough anymore. It's that equivalent, but with
It's the
computer
other way
games.
around. Well, what
Yeah.
about that Ghostbuster toy that you gave one of your
Oh,
boys
it's
during the
amazing.
week?
Yeah, I'll have to try and find it. It's this Ghostbusters popper. We bought it for Rory because it was his 5th birthday this week. And he's loved it. He's just been blasting everyone and everything. It's amazing. I think I threw the packet away. But it even looked like it did when I got that in 1987, 1988 as a Christmas present. And yet here we are, 33, 34 years later, and I'm now buying it for my children. The exact same toy in the exact same packaging. Weird. Yeah, but he
Well, it's
likes it. I'll have to
also
try and find that later.
it's bizarre that you actually remember getting that toy. It must have been a big toy back then.
Oh, it's great. Well, it's effectively a gun, isn't it? It's a gun but with foam. You're not going to forget that when you're a child and you can go around and just blast your mum. because you don't fancy what's for dinner or something, with a small piece of foam in a little air popping device. That's
Sounds
making
awesome.
any child's Christmas, isn't it? But yeah, it's been a good week, and we've both been trawling social media again, haven't we, Pete? And we
Yeah,
found
we had a quick look.
a few things. You sent me a couple of things earlier today, which we both, after a bit of a pre-show chat, deemed inappropriate. One thing that I found was actually, in fact, I found it, a group of guys, lovely group of guys called Man Eat Grass, very talented group of singers. They often tweet me ideas of records, but also funny videos. They're very, very kind people. And this one, they tweeted this week. Have you got it queued up, Pete? This is an all-time nightmare. If ever you've been to a train station or probably an airport...
I don't remember this, that you even messaged me about this.
Yeah, you know, the one on the conveyor belt.
The conveyor belt. Oh, okay, yeah, the conveyor
that
belt.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
cool.
the one.
All right, I've got it queued up. Thank goodness for that.
At an airport,
Yeah.
you get on these conveyor belts and you think, what could possibly go wrong? Well, here's the answer. This could happen.
There is actually no sound to this. It's just one guy, he falls over on... And I felt really sorry for this guy when he fell over. But now the next guy goes on top of him. But this is all a staged event, is it?
No? What do you mean?
No.
What, staged as in fake? No, this is real. This actually happened to someone.
Oh, no.
It's
I feel
bad.
so
It just
bad
keeps
for
getting
them.
worse and worse. It does look a bit like that old Candid Camera Beatles Without type show, doesn't it? Where you think that someone has staged this. But
I
no,
thought it was completely staged. I thought it was something that somebody had done, but obviously...
it's awful. And you see the woman run backwards, trying to obviously get to one of those stop buttons, but she clearly doesn't make it in time. And then the others just collapsing over each other. If there's anything funnier than watching pensioners fall over each other, send it to us, because I haven't seen it yet.
And we've got some bit more inappropriate. Adele Brayley, she's a mum of 5, and she's still got time to post on TikTok.
Mummy, I'm bored. Can we play a game?
Yeah, babe, what do you want to play?
I can't
Play
believe
the
you're
yes or
playing
no
this
game.
one.
No, you're rubbish at that game.
I'm not. Why would you say that?
Because I could hear you and Dad playing it last night, and you kept saying yes, 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 yes.
So that was the yes/no game. Yeah, very funny. And she's got thousands of followers on TikTok. And also the Smithy family on TikTok. And they've even got merchandise for sale through TikTok. They've got 93,000 followers on Facebook, believe it or not. And this is one of the videos that I found earlier.
Yeah.
What?
What is that?
A sandwich?
A sandwich?
Yeah.
That's like something that a giant would eat.
I'm a big boy.
No, Nick, that is no. No, 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 no.
You said one sandwich.
Yes, Nick. Like Hobbit bread. What is that?
Overspread.
No, it's not.
From the bakery, Jess.
No, Nick.
This is bread. Look.
No, you are not eating that. You are not eating that.
That can't be just something that's just happened on a whim. Surely
Yeah,
that's been planned.
But I love that. I love the fact he's got a massive piece of bread and he can actually eat all that. But I kind of wish I could, because I'm totally gluten free. So all
No,
of
that's
that
your
is-
worst nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah, completely. Anyway, we've got 2 amazing guests tonight, and let's speak to them before everything breaks down. We've got Josiah Rodda. He is from Alabama, and we've also got Corrie Lynn from Virginia. How are you all doing?
Hi guys, how's it going?
Unmute yourself if you can.
You look a lot warmer and a lot brighter where you're both speaking.
That's not true.
What time is it where you are, guys?
It's 3 o'clock where I am in the afternoon, and it's a snowy, cold day here.
And it's
Okay.
2 o'clock where I'm at, and it's cold and rainy outside right now.
Well, I think snow and cold is going to win over rain and cold, isn't it?
Yes.
So, guys, you're both clutching your instruments there. Immediately, I'm drawn to you, Corrie, because we don't often see what I'm guessing is a banjo. You're going to tell me it's called something far more complicated and elaborate than a banjo, I'm sure. But it looks like a banjo to a layman like me.
It's a banjo. It's a 1981 Gibson. And it's an amazing banjo. And it's a traditional bluegrass banjo. So it has a resonator on the back that makes it sound a little louder.
Nice. And Josiah, you've got a fairly standard looking guitar there. Have you had it for very long?
Yes, I've had this for about 2 years. I got a Taylor 210. So, you know, I'm hoping to get me a Martin pretty soon, but very in love with this guitar right here.
Great. And Corrie, we should come to you first for a tune, I think. We always ask, what are you going to play, and what was the inspiration for it?
So the first song I'm going to play is a song called Blow Away. And most of my songs have pieces of truth and some story. This is one of the first songs that I ever wrote, and it's one that I always come back to and am in love with, and sort of tells the tale of where I grew up and what that can be like. It's called Blow Away.
Sounds good. If I can remind you to hit record on whatever device
Thank you.
you're also going to record for us there.
Appreciate.
That would be
I'm glad
awesome.
you reminded me. Okay, awesome. Got it.
And we'll be talking to you later about the kind of music that you play and why it's so different from other kind of music that maybe comes from an Irish or a Scottish heritage. We were talking about that earlier, and it was just fascinating. But please take it away. Blow away.
Okay, it's called Blow Away. Little girl, Mama's watching you. Mama don't know what to do. Little baby girl, it's dark inside that holler. It's wild and it's deep. Fell in love with a pretty little boy when I was just 16. Crawled out the attic window, shimmied down that aisle, hopped inside a pickup truck, got drunk on cherry wine. Blow away, blow away, blow away my thinking mind. Gonna have me a pretty little girl, she's gonna love me all the time. Blow away, blow away, blow away my thinking mind. Gonna have me a pretty little girl, she's gonna love me all the time. She's gonna love me. She's gonna love me all of the time.
Corrie, that was fantastic. Really, really.
Did I
enjoyed
cut
that.
out? Did I cut out in the middle of
No,
that?
picture cut out a little bit, but we heard the sound
Okay.
absolutely perfect. That
Okay,
was
good.
grand. Really,
Okay,
really good. Look, the influences and the background, the heritage of banjos, gosh, you can name so many different places. For many uneducated people, all they'll think of is the film Deliverance, but let's leave that to one side. We won't dwell on that. Where is it for you that you got your influence? Where did you first think, I'm going to pick up a banjo?
So I grew up in a traditional bluegrass family. My mother married my stepfather when I was 14, and he was a really wonderful guitar player and banjo player. And he taught me everything that I know, really. He would have big bluegrass jams, which is just a whole bunch of people coming around at the same time and playing music and playing just for fun. And I really didn't fit into that tradition super well. My voice was a little bit strange, a little bit different from what was traditional. And so although I learned a lot there, it really wasn't the place that I fit. And as I got older, I kind of moved away from that and then started to move toward singer-songwriter stuff and trying to figure out how I could take this beautiful instrument that I loved and that I didn't think was so twangy and create a full sound with it. And that's what I've been trying to do for the last couple of years.
Does that make it hard for you because it's hard to define your specific genre? Maybe if you were going to a professional recording studio and they're thinking, great, we're putting this down, what do we label it as? What label do you like to go with?
Yes, I'm working with a producer right now, and I think he's been trying to figure that out. And I think what I have started to say is, I call it Appalachian mountain music, which is definitely a made-up thing. I think it's a little bit of folk because of the way that I write and my intention behind my writing, and I think it's a little bit of Americana, and just a little tiny bit of bluegrass. And I have a bunch of friends in bluegrass that might even be watching right now, and they would definitely tell you this is not bluegrass. They tell me that all the time. So.
And look, there's a slight element, a little dollop of rock in there as well, isn't there? Because you've got Led Zepp, Allman Brothers, the Eagles. They've all used the banjo from time to time, and thereby, by association, you feel a little bit of rock come through.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. I enjoyed that, Pete. I thought it was a really good way to start.
Yeah, beautiful. Great comments coming through on Facebook.
Oh, you got to unmute yourself, Pete. Can't hear you.
Yeah, you can't hear us. Yeah. There we go. Great comments coming through. Matt says, "What a unique sound, mega." Daniel Steele's great song. Lots of love hearts from Mackenzie. And there was a comment here. I think it was from Claire. She says, almost an oriental sound. What do you think about that kind of comparison, Corrie?
Wow, I've never heard that one before. But I know that I have a very unique sound and something that I haven't heard other people do. So I don't really know what all the influences are. I'm a big music lover, and I love all kinds of music from bluegrass to country to rap. And there's nothing I don't like. So who knows what all those influences are, but that's an interesting thing. And some of those instruments there, I could hear that, I could definitely hear that.
Cool. Well, thanks so much. What an awesome song, and what a great way to start the show as well. And we should move over to Josiah and see what he has to play for us. How are you doing, Josiah? You all right?
Yes, I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, very well indeed. Yeah, it's been a long week and it's very cold over here. Hopefully you're kind of a little bit less cold. Whereabouts are you?
It's been rainy, and you never know what you're going to get in Alabama. You know, it'll be sunny one day, and it'll be pouring down rain the next, and freezing cold the following morning. So it's just been kind of hectic, like a train ride here with the weather here lately.
And you have a country sound as well. I would say it's kind of a country sound. Is that how you would explain it?
Yeah, it's funny, all through my life, people always tell me, they ask me where I'm from. They ask me if I'm from the north. I've had people ask me if I'm from England. It's pretty funny. And I guess I could say it's country, a little country twang, I guess.
So what's the first song you're going to play for us tonight?
I'm going to play a song called Chasing You. It's a song, one of my newer songs I've actually written. My wife, made the statement. She said, "You're always writing songs about everything, but you never write a good song about me." So I wrote her a song.
So I guess it's a song about your wife and how you were chasing her, not in a bad way, I presume, but in a really positive way that you wouldn't let her go.
Yes, just say don't mind, still chasing after. I think a lot of people kind of lose after you get married or you get the girl. You kind of lose that romance of still pursuing her or chasing after her. So I wrote this song to say I don't mind chasing her.
It's an awesome sentiment. I love it. So let's hear it. Take it away.
It's late in the night, and I'm looking for something to hold. It's not liquor or drugs, it's your love I'm longing for. So darling, tonight I just wanna hold you close. It walks with you like a water in old burning flame. I wanna dance, I wanna run away with you. It's smooth just like wine, nobody else. I wanna shout, I wanna get back. Love just like fire, stay so warm next to you. Darling, I don't mind chasing you. Remember when we went down to Tennessee? Felt like Bonnie and Clyde on the run Christmas Eve. Drove and we drove till the snow lay. Picked out a home with a crossway on the board. I wanna dance, I wanna run away. You're smooth just like wine, nobody else. I wanna shout, I wanna get mad. Love just like fire, I stay so warm. Next to you. Darling, I don't mind chasing you. So girl, don't waste no time locking that door. To show love I'm longing for. I wanna dance, I wanna run away with you. You're smooth just like wine, and nobody else will do. I wanna shout, I wanna be mad. This love's just like fire, I stay so warm next to you. Darling, I don't mind chasing you.
Wonderful. That was a beautiful, beautiful song. Josiah, I saw your wife, I believe, there snuck into picture. I mean, such is the magnetism of the song, she can't keep away from you whenever you're performing it. Do you remember the first time that you performed it for her?
Typically when I write songs, I tend to bounce them off her first. She's my critic. She's always giving me honest feedback. So, she instantly, loved the song. It was a song especially for her. So she gave it the thumbs up. So,
And is she really an honest critic? So would she tell you if she thought one of your songs just wasn't up to scratch?
Oh yeah, she has. There's been a couple of songs that I've written. She tell me I don't really like that, or maybe you should change the chorus. I don't like the tune of it. Just really helped me in my development of my music. She's an honest critic. She often says that she would be the next Simon Cowell.
Good. Well, so long as she's giving you the thumbs up for the majority of your songs, then that's good, and it's still going to lead to a happy marriage, isn't it? Pete, that was wonderful. What's the reaction been like on Facebook tonight? Because I can see lots of comments coming through.
Yeah, amazing reaction. And as well, we just lost the picture to Josiah just for a second. And what was really funny is then we just got to a picture of you, Rich, and you're just swigging down the rest of your wine.
It's so that kind of a song.
It must have really touched you, that song. Lovely song, Josiah. Very soulful, beautiful voice, and great acoustics. Jill says that. Go, Josiah, Michaela. And Anu is watching and says it's great. Daniel, lovely song, lovely voice. Laura Jane, hello there. Mackenzie says this is delightful. Claire says romantic, just in time for Valentine's Day. Yeah, you're just in. You're a very romantic man, Josiah. I can sense that. And we saw your little one as well, just come into camera view. You've got two little ones, is that right?
Yes, sir. I got two little ones. One's almost 2, and I got one that's 6 months. And they both love music, surprisingly. So as soon as she heard me playing and singing, she wanted to come and see what Dad was doing.
How can you not look tired? You look perfectly awake and perfectly with it. You should be absolutely shattered with children that age. You should be up all night, surely.
I don't know. I work at my full-time job is I work at a mill and I work 12 hours a day. I guess my body just adjusts somehow.
Hats off.
Wow,
to you. Well,
you're working in mail rooms at the moment, is that right?
No, I work at a lumber mill. It's called Georgia Pacific. So we process wood and we turn the trees into 2x4s, 2x6s, and 2x8s. So a railroad. I like to say I'm a what's the word I'm looking for? Lumberjack. Yes.
You got to watch those fingers, man. You got to be careful with all those saws and everything going around. You never know what's going to happen. Well, this is the time of the show when we cue up the cheesy music. You guys won't be able to hear the music, but believe me, it's playing. Today, we've got a little quiz. It's not as big as it usually is. I'm running out of amazing ideas, to be honest with you. I think last week I might well have just peaked, and now it's all downhill. So all we've got is Canadian or American. Seeing as we've got two of our American cousins sitting here, you've got it, and I believe both of you are kind of, you know, in the northern half, or kind of, you know, you're up in the colder bits towards Canada. So Canadian or American. These are just some names. I wonder if you could tell us, and Rich as well, if they are Canadian or American. Richard, you are always first. This is the first one. William Shatner. Is he American or Canadian?
I should know this. I think I'm going to say Canadian. I've just got this feeling. He's got that aggression about him.
Nice, yeah. Star of the Starship Enterprise, James T. Kirk, my all-time good guy hero.
Did a great version of Common People as well. He did a good album. Yeah,
he's awesome. Seth Rogen of Pineapple Express and also Knocked Up. What do you think? Canadian or American?
I think he's American.
I'm afraid he's not. That is the wrong answer. He is Canadian. Matthew Perry from Friends. He played Chandler Bing. What do you think?
I think he's American.
Yeah, but he was actually raised in Ottawa, where his mother worked for Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. Amazingly. Next one is Tom Cruise. What do you think?
Oh, he's got to be American, surely.
Absolutely is. But funnily enough, he also studied in Ottawa in the 70s, which is where he first went on the stage and tried to practice being an actor. Michael J. Fox, what do you think?
Oh, gosh. I'm going to say American. God, he could really be either. I'm going to say American.
I'm afraid not. He is original from Edmonton in Alberta. So what do you get? You got 3 out of 5.
That's not bad, to be fair.
Not bad. What do you think, Corrie? I see your microphone's on. What do you think? Can you do better than that?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right, here we go. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. American or Canadian? What do you think?
American.
Yeah, he certainly is. His dad actually comes from Nova Scotia, and he was also a wrestler, but yeah, he is American. Ryan Reynolds, what do you think?
Canadian.
You are good at this. He's born in Vancouver, from the Green Lantern and Deadpool. Michael Bublé. Bublé.
American.
You only went American, I think, because there were so many Canadians here. So it's wrong, I'm afraid. He's from British Columbia. Natalie Portman. What do you think? Natalie Portman, the film star.
American.
She is American, but she was actually born in Israel, and she started out life as Natalie Hirschlag, which is an awesome name. I don't know why she didn't keep it.
Yes.
Drake the Rapper. What do you think?
American.
It's wrong, I'm afraid. You were doing so well. He was actually born in Toronto. You also score 3 out of 5. It's your turn, Josiah. What do you think?
Let's give it a go. Let's
give it a go. Brad Pitt.
Definitely American.
All-American boy, born in Oklahoma, 1963. Angelina Jolie.
American.
Man, you're doing very well. Born in LA, 1975. How about this one? Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, Canadian.
Wrong, I'm afraid. He was born in Memphis, 1981. Celine Dion. What do you think? Celine Dion.
I'm trying Canadian again.
Gonna try Canadian. It's right. She's born in Quebec in 1968. This one for the game, Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes. What do you think? It's wrong, I'm afraid. He's Canadian. He actually learned to play the guitar by watching YouTube videos. So you're all on 3 out of 5, unbelievably. So the first one to shout out the answer, this is high tension stakes now. The first one to shout out the answer to this question of American or Canadian, Justin Bieber.
American.
I'm going to leave them to it.
Josiah, you win. Fantastic. He is actually Canadian. He's born in Ontario, 1994. Well done. But Josiah, you probably don't want to know what the prize is, do you?
I don't know. You say it like I got a nerve.
The prize is you've got to find something in your house that's a little bit, what do we say, Rich?
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. That's the right word.
Maybe like a baby photo.
You don't have to pick it out now if it's not there right now, but if you could find something that's just a little bit embarrassing for us.
Yeah. Maybe while Corrie's playing.
Let me, I'll see if I can find me something.
I've put you on the spot there. Apologies for that. But that would be awesome if you could do that. Corrie, why don't we have a song for you? What are you going to play for us next?
I have something really embarrassing sitting right here.
Go on then. You've got to show it.
Americans will know why this is embarrassing.
Fireball. Cinnamon whiskey. I've got no idea why that's embarrassing.
Is it strong, is it?
It is, and it's not. It's like a fireball. It's like the candy. It's not good. I mean, it's gross.
It's like the worst whiskey there is.
Pretty much. Okay. I struggled to decide which song I was going to play next, but I'm going to do one that I love called "The Way It Is." I wrote this for a friend whose son passed away, but I also have found it to be a really good song for now, for this time that we're stuck in. So it's called "The Way It Is." Now that I'm older, no shadow hangs over. I see the things I missed. I let some things go. I lost some things old. And that's just the way it is. 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 Dig me a hole now down at the graveyard. It's too much to drag down the line. My train jumped the tracks a long time ago, and I'm no longer feeling fine, feeling fine, feeling fine, feeling fine, feeling fine, and I don't want to breathe in your smoke, 'cause this world's gone crazy, and it's time I go. You sad and blue, 'cause this world's gone crazy, and I think I'm through. Dry all your teardrops, let me go easy, let me dry out in the sun. Why should I stay here, lost and lonely? This weight must weigh a ton. It weighs a ton. It weighs a ton. It weighs a ton. It weighs a ton. The smile that you knew me in my younger days, tell them the stories you hold. Don't cry for me, I soon will be free. I'm finding my own way home, my own way home. My own way home. My own way home. My own way home. And I don't wanna breathe in your smoke, 'cause this world's gone crazy, and it's time I go. And I don't wanna leave you sad and blue, 'cause this world's gone crazy, and I think I'm through. I think I'm through. Now that I'm sober, no liquor held over, I see the things I missed. I let some things go, I lost some things, oh, and that's just the way it is, the way it is. The way it is. The way it is. The way it is.
Lovely. That was fantastic. What an epic song. Corrie, I can tell that is the type of track that would go down so well with a live audience. You surely can't wait to get back out there and get gigging again properly.
Yes, it's true. It's true. I do miss it. I mean, I my last show was December 21st, but even doing that show really felt like a risk, and kind of felt like dangerous, and didn't feel worth it. And so, I mean, it was an amazing show, and I'm so glad I got to do it, but I just, left there feeling like, who knows? So I'm prepared to wait now for the spring when some outdoor shows can start happening again, and we can, hopefully get back on track with playing. But I am in the middle of recording an album with a really amazing producer in Philly named Doug Fern. And so I've got this project that's going on. I just got to do a 45-minute performance for the Folk Alliance, which will air on February 23rd. So it's kept me really busy and engaged and happy during this
That's
time.
really exciting. With the album that you're producing with Doug, when do you hope to see it actually out there?
That I have no idea. I feel like it's going to take a long time because he's the real deal, and we've had a couple of pauses with the pandemic. I was supposed to go up January 8th, and it just didn't. We both were not feeling unsafe. I'm hoping he'll get the vaccine. I'm on track to get the vaccine as well because I'm immunocompromised. And so I'm hoping by the end of February, beginning of March, we'll get to work on it. He's really anxious to get it done, but I still say 6 to 8 months, something like that.
Cool. Well, look, I hope you're going to be able to get out there and get gigging again soon as the vaccine spreads and people are immune to this awful situation that we find ourselves in. But when you choose that first gig or first couple of gigs, is there a type of place that you want to go for, a type of ambience that you think lends itself really well to your music? The small intimate gigs or the bigger ones?
Yeah, I think I am an intimate gig kind of person because I think my lyrics, you have to really be listening, and it's not necessarily good bar music, with people drinking and talking, and it's not stuff you will recognize. So I love, the last place I played was at an art venue nearby called the Oliver Art House, and it was an amazing venue because people paid tickets and came to drink wine and just listen. We have a really cool local pub around here called Pale Fire, and that's another good place where I've seen a lot of artists, sit down and do quiet shows where they have a good audience. So I'd love to do that, and I think those are probably the right places. People really just came to see the music and came to appreciate the music. It's the best scenario for what I'm doing.
Well, fingers crossed you'll be back there very soon. And Pete, once again, loads of comments coming through at a rate of knots on Facebook, aren't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Jill says, great song, The Way It Is. Yeah, and I wrote down weighs a ton, and sometimes, this whole situation does weigh a ton, doesn't it? Beautiful words, which really express the story. Banjo playing really set up the song perfectly. Vicky says, love this song. And there's a little bit of a chat between Mackenzie and Ivan, and I think Ivan can actually hear you from where you are. I think he can actually
Yes.
hear you playing, which is awesome.
Ivan and I live in the same town, so he's an amazing musician who lives in the town with me and has given me a tremendous amount of local support. Mackenzie is also an amazing musician. We all met on a live site called Socially Distant Fest, where we play live all the time, and it's kind of kept us from going crazy and being able to share our music. And so I really appreciate them a lot.
Well, Ivan and Mackenzie, get in touch and be on our show as well. That would be great to see you. And also, as well, I meant to ask you, Corrie, what is the situation like? You just kind of breezed over it a little bit just then, but I just wonder if you could explain, because obviously most of our viewers are from the UK. What is it like at the moment in Virginia?
So in Virginia, and I do live in a somewhat small rural town, but we have had a lot of cases of coronavirus. And so my business was closed down for a long time. It's open now, but a lot of us lost a lot of work. All of the musicians that I know lost all of their live gigs. And we really had high numbers here. And we have a college close by, and that contributed as well. And now we have some community spread. So people are trying to be careful and be vigilant. The vaccine is, taking its time here. There's only a certain amount, and I know that's true for a lot of people, but it's not.
By way of a
covering
lockdown, like, are the shops open? Can you get your hair cut? Like those sorts of things?
Yeah, so we live in kind of an opposite universe to what you guys are living in, where we probably should be more shut down than we are. We were shut down in the beginning for a long time, and there's just this push and pull. Some people think we should be totally open, and some people think we should be all the way shut down. I have a daughter who didn't go to school, did school virtually for a long time, but she's actually back in school 2 days a week. And most of the businesses I know are open, restaurants are open. I don't even think there's any more. There have been curfews on time and stuff like that. So basically here it's like a personal choice you make. Are you going to go into a restaurant? Are you going to go into a bar? And I haven't been doing any of those things. I do go to work because I'm just trying to keep that on its feet. And mostly everything else is here at the house.
Well, it's very interesting what's going on across the world, of course, and everybody's in a different situation. Josiah, how are you doing there? So you're still going to the mill?
Oh, you got to unmute yourself there, Josiah.
Oh, yeah. You're just...
Ooh.
Perfect.
Yes, my mill, we haven't lost any work. We have had a lot of cases where people, couldn't come to work, and so that's put more hours on other people. But, the mill, we turn our chips into toilet paper, and that's seen as essential. So they wouldn't shut the mill down.
Believe me, it's definitely essential. You're doing a great job.
I haven't missed a day at work, since the pandemic. So I don't know. You can call it a blessing or you can call it a curse. I don't know which one.
No, it's a blessing. You're helping out your fellow country folk, definitely. What's the next song you're going to play for us?
Next song is called Afflictions. It's another one of my newer songs. And this is really just about it's really more, you're hearing more lyrics about a man, but it's really about a man and a woman. He can't seem to fix his own problems. He's got a lot of personal demons that he's battling, and that affects his relationship with his loved one. That's why I call it Afflictions.
Tell us the name again.
It's called Afflictions.
Afflictions. Got it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, take it away.
I could turn the clock back, she would be here in my arms. And yet I would prove that she was the only one. But I'm stuck in my afflictions, I'm drowning in my addictions. Oh, these bottles never seem to run dry. Your time on me, but I'm steady pushing people out my life. As I watch her hold the tears back, she wished she had the man back that made her fall in love years ago. But I'm stuck in my tradition, drowning in my condition. These bottles never seem to run dry. I am not the only man on this road. This Venice feels better than home. And I can't stare in the mirror for too long. Check myself and think my problems are all gone. 'Cause I'm stuck in my afflictions, drowning in my addictions. These bottles never seem to run dry. As she puts on a black dress, ties her hair back for a necklace. Oh, she's wearing it for someone else tonight. Carrying lipstick, glitter and a wish list. She's hoping she'll find love tonight. 'Cause I'm bound by her omissions, bound by her convictions. These bottles never seem to run dry. She don't drink beer, she drinks wine. Guess she'd rather be happy when she cries. And I do not do drugs, I just lie to myself and tell me I'm alright. Because we're stuck in our afflictions, yes, we're drowning in our addictions. Oh, these bottles never seem to run dry.
Beautiful. Really enjoyed that. That's rounded off my week quite nicely. Set me up for going into the weekend. Thank you so much, Josiah. And same question to you that I asked Corrie. You must be itching to get back out and get gigging again and be there with a live audience, surely.
Yes, so kind of where I'm at, we've kind of opened up some things. We still got to practice like social distancing, like protocols. So I have been playing a little bit, not as regular as I was before, but I am playing some shows. I'm actually going somewhere tonight and playing. But they got to practice, the social distancing, so it won't probably be as full as it normally is. But yes, I can't wait till the day where it's just back at normal. You have a lot of people there. We don't have to have the mask. It'll just be a day I'm looking forward to.
But have you coincidentally just found the downtime a really useful period to just get your creative juices flowing and get some headspace to get some writing? I know you've been working hard as well in your key worker status there, doing your job, but you must have found extra time when you're not gigging to actually be creative.
Oh yes, definitely. The time where I'm not going out and gigging, and I'm not working, it's really inspired me to write more music. And it's kind of a blessing in the skies. I feel like I've matured a lot in my songwriting. I've been able to give it a little bit more attention. Really my musical career. Just really having more time to focus on that. Developing my art, so to speak.
Good.
Oh,
So, nice positive about it. Oh, and by the way, have you got something embarrassing?
oh yeah. So we like to find things that we're a music family, so we like to find things that have guitars or something. So here's my little embarrassing.
I love it.
Brilliant.
Where
Has
did
it
you
got a name?
find that, Josiah?
We for sure, my wife. We got this at a little place called Sweet Pickens here in my town. This is a place where people go and they have all those artifacts, maybe in the basement or the art attic, and they're trying to get rid of them. So we go there and another man's trap is another man's treasure, I guess.
Absolutely, I absolutely love it. I love the fact that now I've got an image in my head that there's loads of little things around the house that have all got guitars on them.
Yeah.
That's super sweet. And also, I can't get my head around the fact that you're actually gigging tonight. That is so weird. It's just like, for me, it's just mad. We're just such a long way. It feels like we're such a long way from actually being able to go to a gig ever again. What do you think, Rich? Is that?
Yeah,
It's almost like a dream, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I've been speaking to guys who are hoping to try and open up some of their music venues here in the south of the United Kingdom, and they're saying, "Oh, great! Yeah, we can. Apparently, we can perform for 20 people when the isolating goes, but that 20 people has to include the owners and all the bar staff and the security staff on the door and the band." So really, they're only going to be performing for about 5 or 6 people, and you can't open a venue if you're just got 5 or 6 people there, because you're hardly going to make the money back, are you? So, yeah, it's pretty grim at the moment. I just hope that these venues survive and make it through, because I know if they do, there's going to be one heck of a party when they can reopen properly.
Absolutely. And some new fans that you've got on Facebook. Mackenzie says, OMG, amazing. Anu says, beautiful song. Daniel Steele says, lovely song. Jill says, great song, Josiah. Very mellow and soulful, really nice acoustics. And I think actually Ivan says, you've got a new fan, Josiah. So great that you'll be getting some new listeners out in Virginia as well. But thanks so much for everybody for joining us. It's been fantastic and very mellow. I feel very relaxed now, don't you, Rich?
Yeah, it's been beautiful music. I've really enjoyed tonight. You've complemented each other really well whilst being so different as well. It's been fantastic to have you both on the show, and you're both really interesting guys as well. And I only wish that you were on this side of the water so we'd have the opportunity for it to be a bit easier to go to one of your actual gigs.
Yeah, absolutely. And tell us, how do we find out more about you? Josiah, you first. How do we find out a little bit more about you and your music?
So you can always, the most easiest way is Facebook, my Facebook page, The Sound of Josiah Rodda. Then also Reverb Nation, you can just type in josiahrodda.com, and that shows up my website. But recently I've been playing out, if you just type my name in Google, Josiah Rodda, all my stuff will pop up. So Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, just that's the easiest way. Just type my name into Google and you'll find all my work.
And Corrie, how about you?
I'm not as organized as Josiah at this point, but yeah, you can find me on Facebook as well, Corrie Lynn or Corrie Lynn Green. I have a music page, Corrie Lynn Green, and I've got a couple songs on YouTube, and I have a new song out with Butterfly Fiddle Hooper, who's an amazing violinist, on SoundCloud called Trouble, Modern Murder Ballad, so you can go check that out.
Cool. Well, thanks so much, both of you, and thanks so much as well to Richard. Next week, we have Dean Lane, friend of the show. It's actually his 3rd time on the show from Bolton. And we've also got Shino Boy from Nigeria, so that'll be amazing. Thanks once again to Josiah Rodda and Corrie Lynn. It's been an amazing show. Thanks so much, and we'll join you again next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.